Imagine a world where high-profile individuals are not immune to legal scrutiny. Singapore has seen its share of gripping courtroom dramas, from ex-Transport Minister S. Iswaran's shocking legal case to the City Harvest Church scandal involving its founder Kong Hee. But what if I told you these cases involve more than just the guilty and the acquitted? They delve deep into political intrigue, power struggles, and personal downfalls. Today we take a deep dive into 7 high-profile Singaporeans who faced intense legal battles, each with their own surprising twists and turns. First on the list we have Boon, the former director of the Central Narcotics Bureau, who in 2012 faced accusations of receiving sexual favors from a sales executive. This case became one of Singapore's most controversial, with explicit details of the affair being laid bare in court over a 15-day trial. Ultimately, was acquitted due to the intimate nature of their relationship. But despite this, he did not return to public service, retired for the public interest. Does this suggest that public officials must be beyond reproach regardless of court verdicts? Moving on, the City Harvest Church case was nothing short of a scandal, involving misappropriation of 50 million Singapore dollars of church funds. Kong Hee, alongside other church leaders, redirected money that was supposed to be for building development into funding his wife Sun Ho's music career. What are your thoughts on using public trust funds for personal agendas? Kong Hee served the longest sentence among his co-conspirators, but even after his release, controversy continues to swirl. The legal saga of Liew Mun Leong, the former chairman of Changi Airport Group, saw his ex-domestic worker, Ms. Part 1 Liani, acquitted of all charges after a long legal battle. This case, involving alleged theft of 34,000 Singapore dollar worth of belongings, exposed potential abuses of power and labor rights in Singapore. Party's eventual acquittal was celebrated by many, highlighting potential vulnerabilities faced by domestic workers. Was Ms. Part 1 framed, or was there simply a misunderstanding in what she was allowed to take? In another shocking incident, we have Suet Fern, wife of Lee Hsien Yang, who was found guilty of misconduct regarding her handling of Singapore's founding Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew's will. The rush in finalizing the will raised many questions about what truly went down behind closed doors, and whether the former PM was fully aware of what he signed. The verdict suspended her from practicing law, leaving questions about family disputes and personal interests that still intrigue the public. We then arrive at S. Iswaran, the first cabinet minister to serve jail time. He was found guilty of accepting luxurious gifts, including tickets to Formula One and an expensive Brompton bike, valued at over 400,000 Singapore dollars. How do you feel about ministers accepting valuable gifts in their official capacity? Are these really innocent gifts or a much deeper problem within the system? Ken Lim, famous for his role as a judge on Singapore Idol, also faced multiple allegations of sexual misconduct. The details, involving explicit comments and requests towards women, shocked the nation. His trial is ongoing, but these accusations have painted a grim picture of the former music producer. Should public figures be held to a higher moral standard when such accusations arise? Finally, Pritam Singh, the leader of the Workers' Party, faced charges of lying before Parliament. The case began with former party member Raisa Khan admitting she lied about a police report, leading to a series of miscommunications and charges. This case dives deep into political integrity. How much does truth matter in public service, especially when it concerns trust? We'd love to hear your thoughts on these high-profile legal dramas. Which of these cases do you think reflects the biggest lapse in judgment, and what do they say about the power dynamics in Singapore? Drop your comments below and share your views. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to 2230 for more in-depth factual coverage of the biggest stories.